Hello again. Welcome back. Welcome to your new class, class 915. Wow, I can't believe I have successfully completed 914 classes. And in a few minutes, in 26 minutes, futuro perfecto voy a decir. In 26 minutes, I will have completed 915 classes. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Oh. La única definición de eso es true love. True love. Love for the art of teaching and love for the students. Love for Marta and everything. Love, hasta amo los luces ya. Okay. I have a special affection, un cariño especial for these lights and for this cold camera. All right. Gain fluency, my friend. Ganar fluencia? No, ganar fluidez. Y soltura, page 36 at the top. I'm against the idea, completely against it. Yeah, yes, I'm against the idea, completely against it. Wow, es categórico, ¡pam! Estoy en contra de la idea, completamente en contra de ella. I'm against the idea, completely against it. El it, hay que decirlo. I'm against the idea, completely against it. We don't have enough qualified people to perform the task, and our financial situation is not the best in the world. Okay. Apparently, I get the idea. Me da la impresión de que I get the idea that somebody is proposing a business, proposing a line of business, or making a proposal, and me, no, I'm against the idea, completely against it. I'm against the idea, completely against it. We don't have enough qualified people to perform the task, para realizar la tarea. Gente cualificada nos falta, no tenemos suficiente. We don't have enough qualified people to perform the task. And our financial situation is not the best in the world. Sí, nuestra situación financiera no es la mejor del mundo. Our financial situation isn't, or is not, aquí no hay contracción, is not the best in the world. All right. So, I'm against the idea, completely against it. We don't have enough qualified people to perform the task, and our financial situation is not the best in the world. The best in the world. Financial situation. All right. Qualified people. Perform the task. I'm against it. I'm against the idea. Yeah, and Marta's against the idea too. Everybody's against the idea. All right, the next paragraph, second paragraph on page 36. If you let me go to Tokyo, I think I can convince the management at Honda to reconsider the offer. To reconsider our offer, perdón, reconsiderar nuestra oferta. They don't realize, que no se dan cuenta, ellos. They don't realize how much money they can save if they implement our system. My God. Yeah. If you let me, I'm speaking to the boss. Hey, boss, if you let me go to Tokyo, si me dejas ir a Tokyo, if you let me go to Tokyo, I think I can convince the management at Honda, so motos y coches, Honda. I think I can convince the management at Honda to reconsider our offer. Yes, they don't realize how much money they can save if they implement our system. Se implantan nuestro sistema. And it's true. Déjame ir a Tokyo, okay? Let me go. If you let me go to Tokyo, I think I can convince them to reconsider our offer. They don't realize how much money they can save if they implement our system in this. Yeah, you understand? Yeah. Can you hear Olegario? With the drill. He's drilling something. Yeah. In any case, es su juguete, es el taladro. Yeah. Y Marta se lo pasa mal. Because Marta's wearing headphones. And so the noise enters very powerfully for her. For me, no. It's a little bit, it distracts me a little bit. And maybe, can you hear it? Can you? Yeah. All right. It distracts me a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. Contra viento y marea hay que enseñar inglés. I guess yeah, alguien tiene que hacerlo a pesar de los obstáculos. Yeah, in spite of the obstacles and the problems and the resistance and everything, you know. Somebody has to make the effort and to focus and to teach English como Dios manda. ¿Cómo se dice como Dios manda? Es que no se dice en inglés. As God commands. As God commands. But I like the expression. All right. So if you let me go, fíjate, let me go. No se dice let me to go. If you let me go to Tokyo, I think I can convince. I think I can convince the management at Honda, la dirección, los grandes jefes. I think I can convince the management at Honda to reconsider our offer. Yes. They don't realize how much money they can save. ¿Cuánto pueden ahorrar? They don't realize how much money they can save if they implement our system. Okay? Got it? Got it? Means, do you have it? Have you got it? We say, got it. All right. Asimilado? All right. The next one. Paragraph number. A ver si veo el número. 200. ¿Cómo suena, I guess creo que es el 283. No, 282. No, 283. Paragraph 283 on page 36. You're exaggerating the problem. Things are not as bad as they say. Things are not as bad as you say. We've lost money, true, but most of the losses were because of the fire in our largest factory. Yeah, you're exaggerating the problem. Estás exagerando el problema, eh? You're exaggerating. Zaragoza, Susana is in Zaragoza hoy. You're exaggerating. Exaggerating. To exaggerate. You're exaggerating the problem. Things are not as bad as you say. Las cosas no están tan mal como dices. Things, no the things. Things are not as bad as you say. Yes, we've lost money. We've lost money, true. Hemos perdido dinero, es verdad. We've lost money, true. But most of the losses were because of the fire in our largest factory. Okay, not because of the business. It was an accident. There was a fire, un incendio, nuestra fábrica más grande. There was a fire in our biggest factory. Of course, it was a problem. Yes, but the business is fine. This was simply an accident, and we will recover from that accident. Yes, most of the losses, la mayoría de las pérdidas, most of the losses were because of, debido a, por culpa de, because of. Most of the losses were because of the fire in our largest factory. Yes, you're exaggerating the problem. You're You are. Contracción, you're. Hielo, hiedra, hierba, You're exaggerating the problem. Yes, things are not as bad as you say. We've lost money, true, but most of the losses were because of the fire in our largest factory. Yeah, don't exaggerate. You're exaggerating the problem, right? The next one, yeah, vamos bien. All right, the next one. Paragraph 284. You shouldn't spend so much money on things like that. Come on. You shouldn't, in my opinion, you shouldn't spend so much money on things like that. You're spending money as if you were a multimillionaire. It's not the right kind of impression you want to make. La gente va a pensar que eres un multimillonario con ese tren de gasto. Come on. Yeah. Olegario is starting to bother me. A ti también, no? Olegario is starting to, we're going to try to get through. Yes, we're going to try to get through this program. How much time do we have left, Marta? Yeah. Oh my God, we have a lot of time left to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. This was de Shakespeare, okay? To suffer the background music of Olegario. His music, the music of the drill, la música del taladro, 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 drills. What would my life be without drills? My life would be worse without Olegario and his drills. Yes, it makes life more interesting, more stimulating, more challenging to teach English with Olegario drilling. Okay, all right. ¿Qué remedio? Tenemos que, con filosofía, right? We have to do this. All right, paragraph otra vez. You shouldn't spend so much money on things like that. No deberías gastar tanto dinero en cosas así, tan frívolas. Come on. You're spending money as if you were a millionaire, a multimillionaire. Estás gastando dinero como si fueras un multimillonario. You're spending, hielo, hiedra, hierba, You're spending, you're spending money. Es que insisto siempre en you, en estas contracciones. You're spending money as if you were, como si tú fueras. As if you were a multimillionaire. Dos pronunciaciones. Multi, como en español, multimillionaire or multi. Y se aceptan los dos, multimillionaire. You're spending money as if you were a multimillionaire. It's not the right kind of impression you want to make. No es el tipo de impresión que quieres causar. To make, quieres hacer. En inglés se hacen impresiones, no se causan. All right, it's not the kind of impression you want to make. You're making a bad impression. You're spending money on frivolous things. You're spending money, my God. You have a watch. That's a Rolex. 60,000 euros and for a watch? Are you crazy? ¿A qué sí? For a watch, 60,000 euros. My God. A watch is to know the time. You don't need to spend 60,000 euros to know the time. So, whatever. All right. You shouldn't spend so much money on things like that. Yeah. You're spending money as if you were a multimillionaire. It's not the right kind of impression. No es el correcto tipo de impresión. It's not the right kind of impression. Enlacemos. Kind of. It's not the right kind of impression. Kind of impression. Kind of impression. It's not the right, it's conectividad silábica. Inténtalo. It's not the kind of impression. It's not the kind of impression you want to make. So, you shouldn't spend so much money on things like that. Ese reloj. Come on, you shouldn't spend so much money on things like that. You're spending money as if you were a multimillionaire. My God, it's not the right kind of impression you want to make. ¿Crees que le he convencido? ¿Crees que le he convencido? Devolverá el reloj. All right, he's gonna take the watch back to the shop. He said, excuse me, I would like to return this watch. Good luck, Charlie, on returning the watch. All right, 285, in the middle of page 36. Are you ready? I love that song. Oh, escuché esa canción. I love that song. It brings back memories of a moment in my 20s. I think it's the same version I remember. I've always preferred the instrumental version. Yeah. There are certain songs, certain smells that bring back memories. A certain cologne or perfume of a girl that I remember. And when another woman passes now, it brings back memories of the girl and her cologne. All right. And sometimes I remember opening the closet in a house, in my parents' house. I opened the closet with my clothes from 20 years before. Todavía tenía la ropa en mi armario de 20 años antes. I opened the closet and the smell brought back memories of when I was a teenager. Yeah, anda, yeah. And then of course certain songs, music, certain songs. Bum ba da da da. Oof. I remember that song. Yeah, with Patti Palumbo. Yeah, Patti Palumbo. Hey Marta, put Patti Palumbo up, okay? Yeah. Can you see her? She was my first serious girlfriend. The first time we went out together, we were both 16. She was born 2 days after me. I was born on November 9th. She was born on November 11th. Yeah, we are both Scorpios. Scorpio women are very dangerous. Huh? Scorpio men, no, we're not dangerous. Scorpio men are very, very good. But Scorpio women, be careful. All right, be careful. And so, but we spent 3 years together. Está bien. Yeah. Then we went to separate universities. I went to Southern Methodist University, SMU, in Dallas, Texas. And she went to the University of Oklahoma in Norman, Oklahoma, near Oklahoma City. And that first year, I drove there and she came there. So we continued together, but distance and separation is not good for the continuation of relationships. And finally, we grew apart. Así, to grow apart, crecer aparte, crecer y separándose paulatinamente, lentamente. So we grew apart. Well, we're still good friends. Yeah, Patti Palumbo. And so, but you see, I love that song. Yes, it brings back memories of a moment in my 20s. No, it brings back memories of when I was a teenager, not in my 20s, with Patti Palumbo. I remember one song that brings back memories, yeah, of Patti Palumbo. Yeah, but there was one song she liked that I hated. Yeah. Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Twice on the pipe. Knock 3 times on the ceiling. Yeah. Debe ser que el chico vivía aquí y la chica arriba. Y cuando quería que bajara, decía, on the ceiling. Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Twice on the pipe. 2 veces en el tubo. If the answer is no. Qué cosa más empalagosa. Huh? But she liked it. And she also liked a song called the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy from Company B. She was the boogie woogie bugle boy from Company B. Bugle is la corneta del militar. And there was a boy, a young cadet, and he's the bugle boy. And he liked to dance. He's the boogie woogie, bailar el boogie woogie. He's the boogie woogie bugle de la Compañía B. Militar. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy from Company B. And she liked that song too. I hate it. So, but nevertheless, we had a good relationship. She's 3/4 Italian and 1/4 Irish. Her father was born in New York City. But 1 year before, his parents came from Nápoles. So she's media napolitana de sangre. She's half Neapolitan in her blood. And her mother was her mother's mother was Italian. I don't know where. And her mother's father was Irish. So she was 3/4 Italian and 1/4 Irish, a Scorpio. All right. Yeah, that means, yes. Quemaba. Yes, she was. But in any case, so you can take her off now. How much time do we have left? Okay, you can take Patty off for the moment. But it reminds me, I love that song. Me encanta esa canción. I love that song. Devuelve recuerdos. Trae otra vez. It brings back memories. Memorias, no, recuerdos. It brings back memories of a moment in my 20s. Un momento cuando tenía 20 algo. It brings back memories of a moment in my 20s. I think it's the same version I remember. Hay diferentes versiones de una misma canción. Yo siempre prefería la versión instrumental cuando no cantaba nadie. Yes, I think it's the same version I remember. It's not the right kind of, I always preferred the instrumental version. Version. Je suis, je sais, je quiero, je. Version. Yes. I've always preferred, siempre he preferido. I have always preferred. I've always, enlacemos. I've always preferred the instrumental version. All right, one more, and then we'll stop. One more. Okay, and then we'll stop. 286. I think you don't realize how important it is for us to gain their commitment on this. If we have any trouble at some point in the process, they can be a valuable help. Pueden ser de ayuda muy valiosa, pero tenemos que conseguir su compromiso. I think you don't realize how important it is. Esta parte de la frase, creo que no te das cuenta de lo importante que es para nosotros ganar su compromiso en esto. Okay, I don't think you realize how important it is. I don't think you realize how important it is. Literalmente no creo que te des cuenta cuán importante es, o cómo de importante. How important. I don't think you realize how important it is for us. Yes, cuán importante es para nosotros. I don't think. En español lo diría es al revés. Creo que no te das cuenta. Pero eso en inglés ni es correcto. I think you don't realize. Empezamos con el negativo. No creo que te des cuenta. I don't think you realize how important it is for us to gain their commitment on this. To gain their commitment. Un compromiso es a commitment, no compromise. Compromise is different. Commitment. It's a commitment. Es un compromiso, ¿eh? It's a commitment. And to gain, es ganar su compromiso de ellos. To gain their commitment. To gain my commitment. To gain your commitment. I think you don't realize. I don't think you realize. Aquí viene el afirmativo. I think you don't realize. Yo diría lo contrario. I wrote this paragraph myself. I don't think you realize. I think you don't realize how important it is for us to gain their commitment on this. If we have any trouble at some point in the process, en algún punto o algún momento del proceso, si tenemos problemas, if we have any trouble at some point in the process, they can be of valuable help. Pueden ser de una ayuda valiosísima. They can be of valuable help. So we need to gain their commitment, and you don't realize how important it is. I'll talk to you more about that in tomorrow's class.